What's going on YouTube? So today's going to be a review on the Ripshears RS-2B Trauma Shears right here and the RSH-B Kydex Holster that they make for the Trauma Shears. So a little bit of background on Ripshears and the company. So they're a veteran-run company in the USA that operates out of the East Coast area, and they came up with, or the guy who owns the company came up with this little device right here, which attaches to your standard trauma shears, combat shears, and basically it turns your standard snipping motion into a basically like your seatbelt cutter, but for clothes. So the idea is to basically start your cut and then go down in one motion, cutting your clothes. So basically you can alternate between seatbelt cutter and shears, which is nifty because before you have to snip, and it takes a lot longer. It delays your trauma assessment, and it just it's taking away time that you could be using for patient care. They also make this Kydex holster, which they also sent to me, which is a note. So they sent both of these to me for free for a review. They sent me this holster, which is contoured to the trauma shears with the Ripshear part. This will work with normal trauma shears. It's just a little bit loose, but very high quality stuff. If you aren't familiar with Kydex, it's very durable. You can't break it easily, I can tell you that. Alright, so for the ripper part, you've got an O2 key. You've also got, of course, the ripper, the actual shear part. You've also got the percussion hammer for testing reflexes. The blades, you can remove those. They also offer them on their website, so you can do that. These shears they're the only part that's not USA. It's a USA assembled product, but the shears themselves are made in Taiwan, and they're made from a 440A stainless surgical steel, and basically they're in theory supposed to last 5 times longer than your normal surgical stainless steel, and the hinge, or the rivet rather, is a lot tighter, I've noticed, than your standard EMT shears. So I have a pair here that's just like your regular shears carried on the ambulance, and hear that rattling? That's the rivet coming loose and starting to have some play in there. This is rock solid, and there's absolutely no gap between the blades. They're constantly in contact. So going on to the holster, I'll try to put this in with one hand. The holster, like I said, is Kydex, and fits in there quite nice. My only beef with this, and it's a small con, is since the bottom part is exposed, like you don't have Kydex down to the bottom, it makes it so that if you sit down and this is on your belt, it can potentially come loose, pop up. Other than that though, and really, to be honest, that's a very minimal con for me. The holster itself really really works well, especially when carrying on the belt. They also include malice clip for attaching to Molle or tactical webbing, stuff like that. But wearing on the belt, you can see it's a pretty slim profile. Check out their website for sure, because they also have videos on how to clean the blade and clear any lint or buildup of material that gets caught between the ripper part, right over here. And on their website, they also show all the materials that it goes through. They go through you know, military uniform to turnout gear to wetsuits to boots. So I'm going to do some cutting real quick with just a few materials that I do have lying around to give you guys an idea of, you know, how you can use these on just regular fabric. So I'm just going to do some just like regular fabric material here. And let's see, I'm trying to think of the best way to set this up. Yeah, alright, so what they recommend is doing a pilot cut. So do your first cut to get through your seam, and then, you know, take shears here, hold at the top, and rip. So like that. Just, but you can rip right down on that. Let's see what else we got. So then for like sweatpants or something like this, again, starting at the top with your seam or the waistband, grab the top, and there you go. And again, we'll make our pilot cut so you can grab hold. And then you've got your two pieces. So it's really quick, really easy. Because whereas before, you have to just do this. That takes time. Coming up here. And just go right down, just like that.